Well, it certainly is my lucky day when I get to meet such a pretty lady as yourself. I'm Tony the Pinto Kid Nova. We're all in Prairie Dance at the Herschel Theater just up the street.
The Pinto Kid, huh? So, mister, do you always wear a white hat?
Why, yes, ma'am, I do always wear a white hat, but I have to admit, there's a little black in the line.
I think that it started with the song 10 years ago. It all started with me pulling some fortunes out of my wallet that I've been carrying around from Chinese restaurants, throwing them on the lid of the piano and saying, let's write a song about fortunes. Out came the song, the title song of the show.
Crack one open and pull it out. I always go, what? And that's the first of the words of the song. There were no fortunes first. It was like, you played the music, and I said, crack one open and pull it out, and we cracked that.
Crack one open and pull it out. See what your future is all about. Break open a fortune cookie today.
And it just kind of simmered and stewed and festered, if that's the right word, for 10 years.
Uncle Fester?
Well, maybe 9 years, 8 years, 8.5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jimmy and I kind of got separated by geography and various other paths in life. And we came back together, and Jimmy looked at me one day and said, let's write our musical. So,
I've done it now.
I've got her now.
Really dropped the ball.
Right where I want her.
I've done it now.
I've got her
My neck
now.
is too
Right
long.
under my thumb.
I've done it now. I've
Now
found the
she'll
rock,
say,
and now the hard place.
to tell him
I just heard
words to
the
tell
other
me that I'm
Because we
the
had
only
different
one.
plot lines and all that, and it's changed as we wrote music. And
Eli was a very central figure originally, and now he's just kind of a supporting tool for events.
Yeah, it was a great day. A memory to last a lifetime. Or maybe the last of a lifetime.
Oh, Eli, don't say that.
Come on, sis. Sooner or later,
I
you're
know,
gonna have to face
but
it.
I want it to be later.
Well, I'm afraid it might be sooner.
We started outlining, figuring out what was going to be in each scene, how it was going to start, and we focused on making Act 1 all about conflicts and Act 2 all about resolves. And we really stuck to that. And once we had the outline, we kind of went to our corners. He went off and started cutting dialogue. I went home and started writing music.
Side by side, we'll see it through. All I have, I give to you. A love like ours can outlast a world that spins much too fast.
In the morning when I wake to see you sleeping in the dawn, so beautiful, so special. This is my place, you are my home. When you hold me close and whisper everything I need to hear. Your eyes so clear, your body strong. Next to you is where I belong.
And we still come together every Saturday and see what we got.
yeah, but he gave me assignments. He would give me a sheet and go, okay, I need this, this, and this. I want it by Friday, and I would write it.
And the music just came when it came, and sometimes the words came first, sometimes the music was already there and the words came on top, or sometimes they came together.
You just play and go, what do you think about this? And I go, that sounds like asking why now.
Yeah.
And that was, we hadn't even thought of a title. It was just, that sounds like asking why now, and it turned into a song.
Yesterday life seemed so clear, but I'm asking why now. I'm suddenly lost and confused.
It's as simple as that.
But like If You Believe, I had written that as a theme to something several years before we started doing this. And I was just going through some manuscript. I said, what do you think of this tune? And he just started singing If You Believe. He just started singing the lyrics that you'll hear in the show. It just came out, and it was like one of those moments. And he said, and the children will sing that one. He just knew.
You'll find the answer if you believe. You'll find the answer if you believe. La, 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 la.
Tempest Tango was kind of one of those necessary songs to extend the dialogue between Stella and Zen, and so he wrote the words and said, this is what it's got to be. And it was one of those things where I took the words and went home and thought, oh, this has got to be a show tune. And it just, again, it's just and just, it just came out. And
when you got in with the tango thing, it was like, what? And it was, oh, I love the tango because
it was originally called I've Got Him Now, or I've Done It Now. And then when we finally got into the lyrics and tune and all that, it's like, this isn't a good title. It's a tango.
She reads is the one where he needs me. Our tomorrows are golden as long as it's we, Tony and me. That's what I see. That's what we'll be, Tony and me and he.
They're both kind of whirlwinds. Stella and Zen both are kind of these tornadoes on stage. And so Tempest obviously is a word for tornado, and that just came together.
It did it. Yeah, I think that was more planned, or you know what I mean. That was one of the more planned ones.
It was more deliberate than some of the other songs. The other songs just kind of happened and were born. This one was actually planned and executed and constructed.
Exactly, and there's a couple like that in there. I mean, some just pop out.
It's All About Me is another one that was really planned out.
We knew we wanted exactly.
And there's some interesting stories behind that one.
It's all about me, complicated and intense. Yes, it's all about me. I'm not conceited, I'm convinced. It's all about me, which could be simple, but it's not. Very few have got what I've got.
Well, what I was going to say is, and I think I can speak for both of us here, is that not one single bit of writing this show was there any effort. It just flowed. It was fun. It was exciting. The more we did, the more we fed on each other. The more we fed on each other, the more we created. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm racking my brain. There was never any of that. It just, and Jimmy even told me on the phone one day, he goes, these characters are telling me what to write. I really can't take credit for this.
Catherine Elaine Wilson from Muncie, Indiana. Methodist preacher's daughter turned dance hall girl, sort of.
I'm Patrick Antonio Novaleski from Corpus Christi, Texas, the son of farmer Joseph Novaleski and his wife Alice. It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
If you want to put it in a word, a lot of it was channeled.
Yeah, channeling the energy.
For lack of a better term,
channeling that on us, yeah.
And Jimmy and I have had a chemistry since the day we met. We met 24 years ago. 24 years, pretty much this summer. And within maybe 2 hours of meeting each other, we literally were writing songs.
We were writing songs, yeah, we were on the piano.
The champagne light, it's so enticing, intoxicating, and exciting. The champagne light with engagements by the page, and quite a graciously outrageous way.
We were very fortunate that we came out of the gate with something people really liked. And
we had our own opinions, and that was it. So people started laughing at the jokes and developing the characters, and we're seeing these things that were for so long on paper coming to life. Breathing, laughing, speaking, expressing bodies. It was quite a thrill, because I don't think if they didn't like it, or if they didn't connect with it, I don't think we would have seen it at all.
That's exactly right. That's what I was saying. Exactly. They connected, and it warms my heart they connected. It's like I've done this a lot of times. I mean, for all we knew, we come out and people go, oh my God, but they went, oh my God, instead, which is like so wonderful. So we don't know. You laugh at your own jokes. I laugh at my own jokes all the time. That doesn't mean the best of them laughing.
It's funny in here.